Here we will see creating line plot with titles and labels. To create a simple line plot, first we'll import the numpy, then we'll import matplotlib.pyplot as plt, and we'll define two arrays as x and y, and we'll plot the graph with plt.plot with x comma y, and we'll use show function to plot the graph as plt.show. It will plot a graph like this. We can plot two or more lines on the same plot. For this, first we'll define two arrays as x1 and y1, and we'll plot the graph with plt.plot for x1 and y1, and then we'll set x-axis points for the second line and y-axis points for the second line as x2 and y2, and we'll plot second graph as plt.plot x2 comma y2, and we'll use plt.show. It will draw two lines on the same graph. We can add labels to the plot, which we'll use to assign a name to the line, which can later show in the legend. X label and y label functions are used to set a label for the x-axis and y-axis respectively. Here we'll use same example for plotting the graph as x1 and y1, and we'll plot the graph with plt.plot x1 and y1. Then we'll define x2 and y2, and we'll set x-axis label as x-axis with x label function and y-axis label as y-axis with y label function. And when we plot the graph, it will display x-axis label and y-axis label. We can add a title to the plot. For this we'll use title function. Here we'll use same example as we have defined the coordinate for x1 and y1, and we'll plot the graph for x1 and y1 coordinate. Then we'll define x2 and y2, and we'll plot the graph for x2 and y2, and we'll set the title as plot with label and title. And when we show the plot, it will give the title as plot with label and title. Now we'll draw the plot in Jupyter Notebook. For this, first we'll import the numpy. So import numpy as np, and then we'll import matplotlib as import matplotlib.pyplot as plt. First we'll draw simple line plot. For this we'll define x1 as 1, 4, 5, 7, and we'll define y1 as 2, 10, 7, 9, and we'll plot the graph as plt.plot x1, y1, and we'll show the plot. So plt.show, and we execute this. It will create a simple line plot. Then we'll create a plot for two lines. Here we'll define another coordinates as x2 equal to 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and y2 equal to 1, 4, 2, 8, 4. Then we'll plot the graph for x2 and y2 as plt.plot x2, y2, and we execute this. It will plot second line on the same plot. Then we'll add x-axis label and y-axis label as plt.x label, and we'll give x-axis. Then we'll add plt.y label, and we'll give y-axis, and we execute this. It will add x-axis and y-axis label to the plot, and then we'll add title as plt.title, and we'll give the title as plot with label and title, and we execute this. It will add a title to the plot as plot with label and title.